Hey there guys, how's it going? So, do you ever have those days where, you're just trying to get everything done but people are whinging? Like, oh, why has the dishwasher still got stuff in it because I've not emptied it? Why is the cooker dirty because I've been cooking in it? Why is the washing machine still got clothes in it because I've not taken them out? It's all a bunch of whinging. So recently I've just noticed this in the VR game Larcenauts. Lots and lots of whinging. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. The release of Larcenauts has created quite a lot of noise about all the bugs. It's not that uncommon, is it, for a game to release with some bugs? So doing a review and then really kind of closing in on that kind of seemed a bit unfair. So with that in mind, I'm going to do my first play on camera of this game to really see if these bugs are an issue, because do you know what, maybe they are. Maybe they released a game really poorly done and just not ready for release yet. Or maybe people just kind of wanted to get, those clicks on views and tried to get that out a little bit early. I don't know. I'm going to give this a go. So if you're interested in seeing me play Larcenauts and giving a review and my thoughts on it and some comparisons between the PCVR version and Quest, then, well, have you come to the right place? So stick around. Okay, right, let's get into this. So for the purposes of what I'm going to show you here, it's actually going to firstly start off in the PC environment. And at the very end of this video, so stick around for that, I'm going to show you a comparison between the PC and the Quest. So in here, when you go in, they put you into a place that's called the turn system. And you can choose from, 8 different specialists, each with unique weapons and skills. You've got a variation of kind of environments that you can play in. I think there's 4 different maps at the moment. They've also got different game modes, so you can do things like obviously team deathmatch and capture the flag. I think they vary depending on which map you go on to. It is a multiplayer only game, and it puts you into things like 6 versus 6. Now, one thing to note here, that as you can see, when starting the game, you're going to have to go through this quick tutorial, and that's what you're seeing on the screen now. You actually need to really get used to these controls, because it does actually take a little bit of time to get used to. Now, obviously, what I'm quite keen to understand here is, well, yeah, I've seen quite a few of the YouTubers and other reviews, in fact, talk about all the bugs that are within it. And it kind of seems a little bit, I don't know, it seems a little bit harsh. And, as you can see from the beginning of the video, I'm not particularly impressed with that sort of thing, because VR as a platform is still in its infancy. Okay, it's worth about 6 billion now, but the gaming industry is worth about 67 billion. So we really need to support this, and I want to see VR go to much bigger and better things. I want to see it become the platform of the future. So I just want to get under the hood. Is it as bad as they're making out? Maybe it is. At the moment, no, everything looks pretty hunky-dory, so I've got no complaints as we go through. So let's just get on with it and let's just play the game, and I'll give you some commentary throughout and a little bit of me speaking as we go through it.
Exiting training simulation.
There we go, just got past that. So tutorial is now complete. So over here in the main bit, we've obviously got a store over here where we can buy some extra bits, challenges that you can take on, your notoriety, why can't I say that word? Right, whatever. Over here, you've got some social, notoriety, and over here, loot.
This is where you'll get your share of the...
Okay, well, let's just get into it. Play, join game.
Alright, we're almost done. The enemy has the drone.
I quite like the VR environment. It is kind of what you expect now from most VR games.
They have the tools to get it back.
You would have noticed that there's the little, as you can see, that the black circle, or it's not a black circle, it's a black border of the circle in the middle. That's actually created because of things like anti-sickness. I will show you later on in the video, in the Quest version, how to switch that off.
Great, now they control that.
Oh. So based on my little bit of playing, the environments are really nice. Lots of people, and I'm going to tell you now, no glitches. Alright, I've not seen one issue so far. All I'm having is fun.
They're contesting the fuel point.
No! No!
They're taking
Do I get any points? Come on, man.
We're gonna lose that fuel.
So basically the aim of the game, it looks like you've got lots of fuel tank areas, whatever they are, and you've got to protect them. A bit like capture the flag, I suppose.
Heads up, they control everything.
But it works really well, the mechanics are fantastic.
We're gonna let them win.
No! So far, this is great. At what point am I meant to see some bad stuff? Is it meant to be glitchy, not running very well, not worth the money? I've not had a single problem so far. Okay, I'm only 10 minutes in. Let's carry on. As you're probably seeing, I'm just not seeing any bugs at the moment. I'm just not getting any of the things like screen tear that they were reporting or glitches. So I think what's happened here is that probably the patch released fairly quickly, and I think they fixed all those issues. As you can see here, when you're running, holding my gun disappears, so obviously I can't shoot. But you can just do the holding your gun and then press the button, and then you flick forward like this. Hyperspeed. But yeah, it looks like it is limited though. But I have to work out. Oh, there you go. Oh! I am officially really rubbish. I'm always a little bit rubbish when I play first-person shooters to start with. Does anyone have that problem with like COD? I always used to have it with COD. You run around like a mad ass and just die every 5 seconds. Saying that, it's not really much different in this game. If you forgot it or you haven't. The game is super fast paced, so you're going to have to really work hard to keep up, and it's just going to take practice, but the environment works really, really well. I've not seen any glitches, I've not seen any freezing. It just, I don't know. I mean, am I missing something here? I'm not quite sure, but it seems to be, I don't know, a very well polished game, which is the complete opposite of kind of what I was hearing before. Ah. I win.
We have to throw. We have to. Hold tight, this will only take a second.
On it.
Get a grip on that drone. Get the drone.
I think this person's like, yeah, that person's just chilling.
The drone is loose. Repeat, the drone is loose.
2-1. Ah, killed each other again. Well guys, I thought that was a fantastic game. Really good fun, really well made, and I think it's just functioning absolutely fine. If you're really into FPSs, you're going to love this game. Population 1, that sort of stuff. This is great. It's just kind of, it's a better version of that in my opinion. So what I'm going to do next then guys is just give you a quick comparison between the PC and the Quest version, just to give you a bit of an idea on, you know, what the differences are. What I do want to make clear though guys is that if you buy this for the Rift on the Oculus store, it just becomes available also for free on the Oculus Quest. So you actually get both versions for the same price. So if you just buy one, when you go onto the Quest store, it just actually shows as free. Well, it's not free, you paid for the PC version. But I thought, you know, I might point that out because sometimes people feel like they might have to buy both versions and it might put them off.
Sorry.
They're contesting. All right, now buy me some time.
As you can see here that the Quest 2 version, okay, it hasn't got as much detail in it as you'd expect from what is basically a mobile platform. The PC version definitely has a bit more detail in it and looks a bit nicer. And I think when you're in the environments, it just feels, you know, just more detailed is all. The essence of the environment though is exactly the same. The size, the feel, the fun, which is the most important bit, is still there. Nothing really changes. So they've done a really, really good job here, that you've basically got both versions for the same price, and they both play just as well as each other, bar one's got a bit more detail, one hasn't. You can kind of see that in those images here. Well guys, I hope that video was of use to you, and please do continue to support the community, and I really recommend go out and buy this game, support the developers. And just to be clear here, you've seen how many subscribers we've got. It's not that many. I have got no affiliations with the developers in the slightest. But I do know a good game when I see one, and I do know when they deserve, you know, the praise that they deserve. And unfortunately, they haven't been getting that at the moment. And before we go, just that little tip for you. Just to remove that tunnel, go into options. In here, you should see one called tunneling. Tunneling, there it is. And go to off. And there you go. Thanks for watching then, guys. See you in the next one.